Alright, so what is up YouTube? Yeah, Jesus. I just finished grinding through a YouTube video. I think it's the routine one when this goes live, because this will go live after in sequential order, but this is my kind of morning routine when I'm getting up at 7 a.m. to when I'm going to the gym and getting I don't even know, like just a crazy pump, right? So just finished up that. And then something was knocking on my door, and I was like, "Who is knocking on my door at night?" But to my surprise, it was actually a present surprise, because it was Amazon. And if you're like, "Alex, is there anything in this package?" The answer is yes. I just already opened it, and then I forgot that I had to put my mic on my camera so the audio wouldn't be horrendously bad. What we got in here is I just wanted to say this is like very exciting for someone who's trying to get better with his camera, visual effects and stuff like that. But for your average Joe, you'll be like, dude, why would you spend money on that? But I got this. This, my friends, is a car suction mount. Basically, what this means is that I can talk to you a lot easier because I'll have it mounted on my car, because a lot of you were actually commenting, what do you do for your camera mount? It looks so good in your car. And I actually, with my Gorilla Grip, kind of bend the legs to wrap it around my dash, which is very unsafe. And you'll see some pretty clear, videos that I'm posting, but a lot of the time I'll hit a turn and the whole thing will crash down, fall on me, and that's happened more times than I can count. So this is going to be a game changer going forward. Gonna enhance the driving experience, make it safer, which we always want, right? And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install this right now, and then let's go for a night drive. Alright, so I just woke up a little bit ago, and I'm starting off the weekend the usual way with some ground beef, some eggs with some cheese, some orange juice, and some Pastor TD Jakes.
But I am scared of some things. And just because I'm not scared of what you're scared of doesn't mean that your fear is not real. What do you do when you find yourself in something that you didn't sign up for? Because you know something I found out about God? God is weak on details. He don't tell you all the details. Just go down there and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. He didn't mention he gonna try to kill you when you do it.
Alright, so we're back in the car. And we're actually on the way right now to the gym, believe it or not, even though, like, where else would we be going? But yeah, so today we got some deadlifts on the menu, which I'm really excited about, because for me, deadlift recently has been honestly my favorite lift. Like, I've just been really enjoying how it's been feeling, moving some weight, because for most people, right, deadlift is going to be your strongest lift, like, objectively, just because the way the torque is, and I don't know the science, but for most people, deadlift is probably going to be your best lift, right? So definitely the case for me as well. I have never been the strongest person. I've always, worked really hard, and, to be honest, like, people think of the gym as training, as eating, and then as sleeping. And for me, eating and training I've always been able to do. Sleep's never been the best for me, to be completely honest. Like, for whatever reason, I'll try to allocate enough time to sleep, but I don't know. It's like I try to control as many variables as I can, but it just, some things are out of your control. But what I was saying was, I've never really trained for strength until these last few weeks. And recently, strength for me has been pretty much the name of the game. Obviously, I'm really only doing one strength movement, and then I'll go into some more hypertrophy, higher rep stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been adding 5 pounds to my squat, bench, and deadlift every single week for like the last month now. Probably month and a half, to be honest, because the way my split works, I'm only deadlifting, squatting, and benching 10 days apart from each of those sessions, right? So it's not like 10 days between all of them, but in a 10-day period, I'm only squatting once, deadlifting once, and benching once. And I actually really like that because it makes me really enjoy hitting those 3 lifts. And then I'm always primed to just have a good strength output because my CNS, it's not getting overly worked. It's certainly getting worked, and I'm going pretty hard on a lot of stuff, but it's not to the point where, it's diminishing returns. So my deadlift in the last month, it's went from 355 to today I'm gonna hit 390 for 5. My squat went from 275 for 5 to 300 for 5, which I'll hit this next week because last week I got 295 for 5. And then my bench, my incline barbell, because I choose that over the flat bench just because it feels a little bit better for me, has gone from literally like 155 to next week I'll be hitting 200 for 5. So as I said, I've never been a big proponent of training for strength, and I've never found that much enjoyment, but I also never really gave it that time of day, that chance. And I think that sometimes with the gym, you just want to mix it up. You want to do something new because the gym is pretty repetitive if you're only doing the same stuff every day. And obviously, it's good to get good with the basics. You don't want to always be mixing it up. But for me, at least, it's like I'm going to keep 90% of my training the same because it's what I enjoy. But then that last 10%, I'm going to just kind of take it as it goes and just see what feels good. And right now, the strength has been feeling good. And me bulking right now, I don't know. I feel like me bulking, eating damn near 4,000 calories every day, it'd be disingenuous to not see if we could add a little bit of strength here and there, because it's hard to eat, but when you are eating with a purpose, because you're trying to add some strength to your squat, to your bench, to your deadlift, to move 5 more pounds than last week, it kind of gives you an incentive to like keep going and want to eat. So bulking, higher rep stuff, maybe that's for you. For me, I've noticed like I just like moving some weight. And I honestly think this is the best program in the entire world because I'm doing 2 days on, 1 day off, which first of all keeps every lift enjoyable. You're never like, I love the gym. It's my favorite thing to do, but it keeps every lift exciting. I'm never like dreading going to the gym. I'm always looking forward to it. Number 1. Number 2, my split combines strength and hypertrophy to a very, I don't know, just like a nice amount of both. So you're getting to hit your strength goals and hypertrophy goals. I'm eating 4,000 calories right now. Doing good. It's been a little bit of a struggle, but for me, just getting a 1,500 calorie breakfast, I don't know, I'm not too hungry in the morning, but if I can get kind of that hit on the day, which you saw, I think, earlier in this clip, the eggs, the beef, the orange juice, sometimes I'll have some toast with some jam or honey or something like that, but just kind of paying it forward because, if you're, just eating like light stuff and then at 5 p.m. you got 3,000 calories left, that's going to be a lot harder, and you're probably going to have to resort to some not so friendly, not so clean methods of energy being calories, right? So for me, try to get a big spike in the morning like I did. Then what I'll do is have a quick snack. Let me just grab this tidbit.
Press on screen. Welcome. Please take. Welcome. Please proceed.
Then I'll eat like a little carb-filled meal before the gym. So today it was just, I think like maybe 60 grams of oats, a banana, some honey, and some like whey protein. So just some like simple stuff. So yeah, the first meal, I fully digest that. So it's been like 6 hours since that, so that's fully digested in the stomach. And then the second meal, not too long to digest, so just kind of getting a carb spike, getting some more energy in the system. So took my pre in the gym right now, and now all we gotta do is park and then get this this workout started. So, not sure if this is gonna be a mic'd up, maybe an edit with some music, maybe a raw. Who knows? But I guess the only way for you to find out will be to keep watching this video. So I'm gonna park and just have ourselves a day. So let's go.
I'm keeping my head down. I'm falling from grace. I don't wanna chase this forever. Hoping it will end tonight. It's gone on too long. We need to move on and follow the way out, the way out. How do we get so lost? How do we get so lost without a warning? Without a warning. You tell me we'll be alright. Tell me don't close your eyes without a warning. Stay with me. Surrender to the light tonight. Stay with me. Surrender to the night.
Man, sometimes you're gonna have days in the gym where everything feels absolutely fantastic, pumps great, you feel the connection, weights light, just a 10 out of 10 workout. And other days, you're gonna have days where you just want to get out of the gym, nothing feels good, feels heavy. Yeah, and unfortunately, today was one of those days. But it is what it is, and when you have those good days, obviously sometimes you're gonna have a bad day, because there's two sides of the coin, and without the good you can't have the bad, and without the bad you can't have the good, right? So it sucks, right? I got up to 390 on deadlift, but it felt heavy, and I looked back my form, I was not proud of that. A little bit too much lower back rounding, and thankful I didn't get injured, because I could have got injured like that. Try to go lower, but it just wasn't a great day today. Yeah, the deadlifts, dumbbell rows. Usually I've been doing 120s lately. Got down to 105 because I just wanted to feel something. Then I wanted to do that easy bar row. Had to do a close cable attachment. The like one arm pull down machine actually felt pretty good, and then the preachers actually felt pretty good. But yeah, it just wasn't a great lift, man. Like, it just, sometimes it's gonna be like that. Now I wanted to just say that straight up front, because I think it's important, because you see these people on social media, and I'm a pretty small channel, right? Pretty small page in general. But these people that you see, like, we're all human. We all got bad days. Like, don't think that it's just all sunshine, rainbows, good. There's obviously bad stuff, and you know, one person's problem is another person's blessing. What might be a bad day for you could be a blessing for someone. And just realize that, like, all these people you look up to, you see, like, they got bad days too. It's just everyone's problems are different. You know, you might look at someone and you might be like, man, I wish I could be like them. I wish I was doing what they were doing. But from their face, you can't tell that they might be scared out of their wits. They might be frightened with what's going on in their life. So it's a very shallow perception of what's really going on. So I wanted to just get that, because, like, frustrating as hell. Like, I was excited to deadlift. I wanted to just be in that euphoric state that I usually am. I took a lot of pre, to be honest, but it just wasn't one of those days. And, you know, instead of being upset like what it could have been, I'm just like, yeah, it is what it is, right? And now I got tomorrow. We'll be right back at it again. And I'm not going to deadlift for a few days. I'm not going to deadlift tomorrow again. Yeah, just life has, like, there's two sides of the coin, and like I said, without the good you can't have the bad, and without the bad you can't have the good. So appreciate the ups, the downs, because, like, it's gonna get better, and you're gonna have those moments where it's totally the opposite, and then you're gonna remember, oh, I had that bad lift today, was just fantastic, and it makes you appreciate that other lift even more, right? So yeah, it just sucks, because as, like, again, like, I was looking forward to today's workout a lot, but it is what it is. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Hit some push. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out here, because, like, again, you don't see this stuff on social media. Like it's fun to bring your tripod, and actually, no, it's not. Like, it's fun to document your journey and see the progress, and, you know, look, like, aesthetic and, like, all that stuff. As I was saying, it's like fun to look aesthetic, to, you know, get cool photos, videos, but, like, man, like, let me tell you, from someone who's been on social media for a minute now, like, bringing your tripod to the gym, and not using auto, like, manually fixing the exposure, the aperture, the ISO, like, it sucks. Like, it sucks. And I'm not saying that, like, I hate it, because, like, I'm appreciative that that's a problem that I'm dealing with, and I'm not dealing with, you know, starvation or something like that, because that's a lot worse and more significant. But, like, it does suck. Like, it does suck, because for me, like, I want to just have a good lift, and when I got to record, I got to think about that, and it's hard for me, like, I don't know, I just like being 100% present on one thing or another, and when I'm recording, I'm like, subconsciously in my mind, like, okay, am I in frame? Is my camera settings, are they good, right? So, like, it's just stuff that you don't see. So, social media, a lot of the world in general, you only see, like, one side of the building. The other side of the building could be, like picture a luxury building, for example. You might see it and be like, man, I want to live there. But then if you go to the other side, which you've never been to, it could be, like, in shambles, and it could be, like, barely hanging up. So, like, I don't know. That's, like, an analogy I was just thinking of, but it just wasn't a good lift today. But, you know, we'll get back to it tomorrow, and I just wanted to be open and honest and realize that, like, we all got problems, right? So don't think anyone's problems are insignificant, because, again, one person's problems could be another person's blessing, and one person's blessings could be a problem. So that's what I got today. I'm, to be honest, again, completely transparent, I'm gonna just stop the video right here and take the rest of the day for me. I got to do some schoolwork, a little bit of editing, do some groceries, call my mom, and yeah, so it happens, right? It happens. And but realize, like, without the bad happening, you don't appreciate the good. So it sucks, it happens, but that's why God gave us a day, right? Like, we go to bed and we can just try it again tomorrow. So frustrating, but it is what it is. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully you were able to gain something from that. But yeah, have a great day. Yeah, I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Take it easy.